What up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Needs to Be Studied podcast. It's your boy Billy the Bad Guy, and today I can't stand Wolf because every time we in here, he cuts the camera off so I can't see myself.
Oh, does he stare at himself? Oh,
Yeah.
I get that.
And he just got comfortable with cutting it off and not like letting me know that he's gonna cut it off. But today we have a special guest in the building today. You may know him from the show Decisions, Horrible Decisions. He actually is a fire-ass DJ also.
Let's go.
So you might want to book him. I'm gonna call him DJ Eddin, or thank you, Eddin.
Yeah.
AKA Eddin. He's in the motherfucking building, y'all.
I don't know what to do. I get awkward when it comes to like once the cameras are on and the mics are on, even though we've literally been here for like 5 minutes talking and stuff. I just start. I'm like, damn, I don't know what to do.
Fuck it. Just do what you want to do. If you want to do a little pop.
I would do a backflip, but today's not the day.
You know how to do a backflip?
Hell no.
Oh, I'm about to say, wow.
Damn, I convinced him though.
Yeah. You should have just ran with that. Producer, podcaster, and guess what? I remember seeing you at a party. You was DJing, and I said, Eddin, I have to tell you something. And if you see the Needs to Be Studied logo, you could think this guy Eddin, because it's like his identical twin logo. And let me tell you what happened. I saw the logo, I fell in love with it, and I was like, I need a logo, right? So I was like, I want it to be like this. So I went to Fiverr, and I was like, hey, I need a logo, but I need it to say it needs to be studied. And the guy gave me the logo, but with the same exact colors. And I'm like, damn, I'm not that... What other colors can I use? I can't use it.
The colors are good colors, though.
They are. So I'm like, what other colors can I use?
This is the funny shit about this, right? So when you told me that, right? I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, I don't care. Right? But when that shit, I saw, I'm not going to hold y'all. It's a carbon copy.
It's the same thing.
But I'm not any better, really, because I think I did tell you where I got it from, right? I got the inspiration for that logo from the 2016 XXL freshman class. I think it was Little Yachty's design that I kind of... So if you look at Little Yachty's design, it's kind of that, and then it goes to that. And that shit is so funny. But I mean...
But I was like... It ain't
trademarked, so I
said,
ain't mad.
He follows me. I'm like, fuck. He gonna say, Billy bit off of me.
That shit confuses me every time I see it, though. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll go on IG, and then I'll see a clip, and then you have the logo, and I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, duh.
So, well, thank you for approving after the fact.
I mean, yeah, thank you for asking me after the fact too. Damn. But that's the thing. Did you ever like go with any other designer? You saw that and you were like, that has to be it.
I was trying to find other designs, but when I saw yours, I was like, that has to be it. So
still flattering because you like the design. So
so when the guy gave it back, and I saw you had the sticker on your laptop, I was like, that's the fuck it. Like, that's it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But I also got it done on Fiverr too.
You see?
Like I sent it over, but it makes me wonder though, like what if you got the same person and they're like, yo, we knew
he must have been in Dubai or not Dubai. He must have been in like one of those New Delhi
probably
countries.
India or some shit like that.
Aladdin.
Maybe they be Aladdin. they be knowing how to mass produce shit so well. So I ain't mad at it. Yeah.
Yo, so producer, like as a new podcaster, or not even new podcaster,
you definitely not a new podcaster.
As a inspiring podcaster, just to be able
you're not inspired. You're a podcaster.
Thank you.
There's no. There don't have to be an adjective before that. You do the thing. There's a mic in front of you, and you're putting this out. So there you go.
That part. You have a big job of producing the biggest shows in this industry, and I low key, and I mean this in the best way possible. Like I think you are low key underrated. Like I think your name needs to be out there more. I
appreciate that. Thank you.
Everybody needs to know who you are. You are producing the biggest shows and produced the big shows before. So what is your job as a podcast producer?
So right now for Decisions, Horrible Decisions, and technically they have a third show now, which is called You Got Decisions.
Oh yeah.
And that's really where they take what they used to have home mail, or when like a listener or writer sends in a whole story and kind of break it down. And now they put that out too. For Horrible, I do producing in terms of just getting content done, organizing content, editing some stuff for them if they ever need that, doing behind the scenes, working with stuff with the ladies, and just making sure the show's concise, editing stuff whenever things have to be edited. But also content management is a big one for me. So we have a team, and there's a lot of wheels. Right. There's a lot of cog wheels, and just making sure things are oiled up, moving, concise, and that we have things prepped. Because these ladies work a lot. They tape a lot. They are in different places. Mandy's in Atlanta, Weezy's in LA, but then they both come, technically Weezy's bi-coastal, so she'll be in LA and New York whenever the fuck she got to be there. Manny's now in Atlanta, but she also moves whenever she got to move too. So it's just making sure that in between all that time, that our crew and team are on the same page, and then we have the same things going on, and that whenever an episode drops on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, things are all out and are all organized, that we have clips out. I think it's a whole, and I know you already know from your own end, and whoever's watching who's doing podcasting, is not an easy route. Anything, whether you're in day 1 or day 1,000, like it's a lot of stuff to do.
It's a lot, and I think me and Wolf always joke, like, these shows, they have a big team. Someone edit your clip, someone edit the episode, someone uploading it for you, somebody doing this and somebody doing that, to where it's us literally doing the whole thing. We are the producers, we are the editors, we are the social media manager.
And that shit ain't cheap.
At all.
I'm not gonna say, I know WTF, like, everybody got their prices, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got their studios, everybody got their prices, but it adds up no matter what.
Whew.
Like, it adds up. So even then, also, whenever you want to do your own stuff and grabbing your own gear, that adds up as well.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's time versus money, and that's really where it kind of is.
I have a few supporters who are inspiring podcasters, who want to be podcasters. What's one tip that you will be able to give to them?
I want to say don't overthink it.
Okay.
Which sounds easier said than done as a person who overthinks a lot. But with this time of podcasting, especially, if you have a concise idea, if you're like, don't make it be something that's just like, I'm just talking to my friend and it goes. It doesn't work that way.
At least if you want, talking about that.
If you want a successful podcast, and when I say successful, I mean eventually monetizing, and hopefully it could fund your life in some way. But whether if it's a supporting fund or like the main fund, if it's something, if you want to support, if you want a successful show, make it concise, have some topics, organize your things. Try not to do it with your friends, in my opinion. That's just kind of what I say.
Hello.
Like I did it with my friends. Shout out to my friends too, Hector and Kareem. We did our own show, but then things kind of just fell apart because we all didn't have the same exact time that we wanted to have for such a show. We ended it, but on the best terms ever. I don't see that happen very often. So I was just like, cool. Be consistent. And start with just audio. Everybody want to do the video thing. It still isn't that easy. It still isn't that easy. I think people think it's that easy. Now, don't get it twisted. You can't come here to WTF Media Studios and go tape, paid promotion, I guess. But it's still not easy. It's still putting that stuff out. It's uploading it, and the whole process.
Learning how to edit it.
Yeah.
And so
do the audio first and have fun too, because
podcasting is audio, and people don't understand the YouTube part is the marketing aspect of it, so people can see it visually. But the podcasting is audio. So thank you for that.
Oh yeah.
Before we get into our icebreakers, you are also a DJ, and I have a problem with DJs who just play the songs too long, who don't do the right transition.
Oh, you don't like too long? I'm a very pause. I'm a very I feel like sometimes I get in my head. Sometimes I play the song too short.
Too short?
Yeah, I definitely.
I would say I've been to maybe about a good 5 or 6 places where you DJ'd, and you did amazing.
Nah, I feel like I've never seen you dance.
Because I have social anxiety.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I have social anxiety. So
what you mean? You just did a whole performance and you smoked that. And then, mind you, this is a while back. Damn, that was 4 months ago?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Since our birthdays.
Yeah.
Oh.
Virgo gang in the motherfucking building.
Yeah, come on.
So he's talking about the live show that he came to. And it meant a lot for you to come there too. I appreciate that.
Thank you for reminding me.
Absolutely. Of course.
That was dope. Yeah. I had to make sure as I was like, what is he about to do?
Yeah.
And then when you started that, and I'm sure you talked about it mad time, but when you started that with the whole performance, I was like, what the fuck? I respected that so hard because I think, at least as a person who I am, I get shy really easy. I'm a DJ. If I'm behind the booth and I'm doing that stuff, I'm not shy for some reason. Because now I'm performing and I'm here. Or even here, when it comes to be on camera, I don't mind being on camera and then performing or making shit work, or making entertainment happen.
Yep.
But then if you catch me on the way, somebody said hi to me on the way here, I'm mad fucking shy. So I was just like, oh, hey, I don't know why. But you got on that stage and you didn't break a beat.
Bro,
You didn't,
I was
like-
I was under the influence of alcohol.
Oh, I
That's
know
number
that.
one.
Yo, Billy was drunk as shit, and I could tell that day. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, he hammered right now."
Yo, I had the cue cards, and I had people write it out for me right before the show.
He was like, "This hoe back there didn't do," but I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh my gosh!
All right, what was happening?
We were just talking about it. I was like, yeah, because they ain't come to sound check on time.
Yeah.
But my goal is to make sure that they leave and have a great time and want to say, I want to come to see Billy next time.
And there was a good turnout too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So when DJing was, so now I gotta see a party when you're there and like you can't help but like to bust out one of those moves.
Oh, no.
I didn't make that happen.
Well, if you see me at parties, right? Yeah, we gotta make that happen.
Like you're like a wallflower?
Wait,
like,
what's wallflower?
The wallflower is basically you just chill on the wall, like you just watch.
No, like I think I just have to hear the great music. The music has to be the vibe. There's times where you go there. I'm not into that new drill music or that new Ice Spice. But now when you mix Ice Spice with Michael Jackson,
oh, that's funny.
You got me. You
feel
me?
Yeah, okay.
Now you got me. Yeah. So it's all about the vibe to me. And I love your on your Instagram page, you have the Soca remix. Those are the songs I need to play for me, get out my seat, for me to feel comfortable and have I hate when people just standing around at a party.
And it's so common. But you know what's funny? I appreciate those same people too, because some of those be my friends. Like I have a friend of mine, her name's Karina. She we'll go to a party. She'll have the only resting bitch face. Mm-hmm. She's mad quiet. She's mad chill. Also a Virgo, August Virgo.
Gang.
Right? Does not move a muscle. Like she doesn't. She'll be there. She'll drink her Guinness. Like and she'll be there. Like, but it's someone there.
I think what will help me at a party is the 2 icebreakers for me is give me 2 margaritas and play "Crazy in Love" by Beyonce. You got me.
"Crazy in Love" by Beyonce is a crazy song. Like that's a a classic.
Once I hear the dun 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 dun,
damn, but you're making me feel older because that song is like over 20 years old now.
Over 20 years old.
Isn't that crazy?
I think how music. First of all, Blue Ivy's now what 13, 14 is insane.
And dancing with her mom on stage, which is
well. Today Beyonce made her announcement. We don't know what it is, but today's by the time this episode come out is the day she made the announcement. So hopefully it's a tour. Because I'm going to that. And Wolf, you're coming with me this time. But we're gonna get to our icebreakers, and our icebreakers segment is called the Pop Quiz.
Okay.
And I have a few quick questions for you. If you could create a sex law, what would it be?
You gotta have doggy style every time.
Every time. Doggy style of a missionary?
No. I mean, I'm saying
it has to happen.
Within the different positions. I do multiple positions in one. I have like a good solid 4. Can I name them right now? Yeah. Not really, but a good solid 4, right? Like one has to be doggy. It has to be. Back shots is like.
Why do you like doggy style so much?
I don't know. It's a great feeling. It's a dominant position as well. Okay. Also, the cheeks are there. Like it's just like, and it's just the grabbing and like, damn, sorry, mom, but like it's just the grabbing and just like getting the pumps in.
Okay.
I also don't like nut quick from doggy style, so that's also the thing. Some dudes I know nut quick from doggy style. I don't.
But I hear everybody nut quick in missionary.
I get it though. It's intimate. Intimate. I do like missionary more than doggy style, but I just feel like doggy style is just like it's the go-to like classic like. Boop, boop, boop. Like, that's it. Okay. I feel like, sure, that's my weird law. Doggy style has to happen at least once during a bedroom session.
So what is your sex flaw?
Sex flaw?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that question too. What is my sex flaw? This is terrible, so don't judge me. I've definitely had times where work comes in my mind.
During sex?
And it's not like anything was whack or like that. It's just work would come to my brain.
Like you have to, when you say work.
Like, shit.
I gotta make something?
Like, oh shit. I definitely have to edit something that I forgot to edit.
I don't know what's
worse.
I'll
get right back to it.
You thinking about work or Wolf thinking about numbers?
It actually kind of almost goes hand in hand.
Nah. Work
what do you mean?
Worse.
Numbers? What? No, oh no, you just think about numbers, normal numbers.
I'm thinking about getting paid. You think about obligations.
But work is getting paid.
But
obligation, like you can't.
I feel like it's more obligation. You thinking about work not because you love it. You thinking about it because it's like, oh, it's some shit I gotta do.
He's thinking about numbers to avoid busting quick.
Oh, see, no, that's not.
So you,
I just also don't bust quick. Like I don't.
Are you in the moment of?
It'll pop into my head for like 5 seconds and then I'll get over it.
So are you? I'm just not even because it's like, are you really enjoying it if you're thinking about work?
Oh, for sure. I'll bust eventually, but like I just I don't know why. It's happened to me like a couple times. It's the worst thing ever.
Worst thing ever.
Yeah, like it sucks. It's like, why am I thinking about editing this clip?
I know about it. You're a Virgo. You're a perfectionist.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You think about work all the time.
I don't know. But it doesn't, but it don't stop me on my tracks. It's like, when you ever zone out, like I just zone out and then I like,
come back.
Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah.
And the next one is, it's just so crazy you said don't judge. But there's a trend of we listen, we don't judge. What is another we listen and we don't judge moment? Now, I can't promise
For
you.
me?
We might not be, I'm not going to promise you that we're not going to judge.
No,
but we listen, we don't judge.
I love when that trend started because I'm like, this is just straight up judge.
Right.
Bill for me, what, for sex or just in general?
Anything.
I don't know. That's kind of, well, give me one for you because I feel like that's tough for me.
We listen and we don't judge.
I'm sure Wolf could say one about you real quick. He's heard enough about you.
He does. All right. I don't know. That's kind of, all right. I'm going to go to sex. We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah, we listen.
I think I'd said this on the show episode before, but a nigga was playing with me and was not cheating on me, but entertaining other niggas, which is kind of cheating, micro cheating.
That was your man though?
Nah, it was like a talking stage, but I don't want, if I'm talking to you, I don't want to find out that you're talking to other people.
That's fair. Are you like you're better off knowing that, like you just don't want to find out?
I don't want to find out.
Okay.
I'm the only person in the world.
Understandable.
And I felt the way, so I purposely did not prepare for anal, and I took him to Hershey Park.
I don't. Hershey Park.
I heard judgment.
No, I'm not gonna judge you. It's petty.
Shit,
it's petty. But damn, I would be. But when you say okay, I need the detail now. So when you say Hershey Park, like you mean like it was just on the dick, or was it like everywhere?
On the sheets too. It wasn't like it wasn't a mudslide. It wasn't like a lava cake.
On his sheets?
It was a hotel sheets.
Oh, okay.
Hotel sheets.
Damn, that poor maid.
Yeah.
Like on a scale of 1 through 5, how bad was the mess?
The mess was like a 3.
That's pretty bad.
Fucking bad.
A 3 is pretty bad.
It was just like, you know what it was? We listen and we don't judge. So now he's looking and then he's just like, wiping me now. And it's just like, it was enough shit.
I mean, but I feel like, okay, when it comes to two dudes fucking, right? Like, shit's gonna happen, right?
Literally.
No point.
Like, it's not, like, I don't do anal. Like,
right.
Not that it's like, oh, God, no, I would never do anal. But, like, I mean, I don't like butt stuff on me. If, like, a shorty was asking me to do that, I'd be like, cool. But then I'm realizing, like, the more often you have, like, butt sex, you do have to deal with shit a lot more.
And you have to deal with a person who's mature.
You have to deal with a lot of shit.
But you know what it is? People don't mind if you accidentally do it once in a while, right? It happens. However, it becomes a habit of, let's say you break up or y'all start fucking with each other.
Yeah.
Now the argument is, but that nigga shitted on my dick. Now I had to be prepared mentally, like, oh, he could go around and tell people that.
So that's an L for you.
It would be an L for me because I'll be known as a painter, Picasso.
Absolutely.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So in reality,
that's so great.
So now it's just like, damn, I'm worried about you going out there telling people I did that to you. But I already knew
Mona Lisa.
Exactly. But
he got shitted on.
Boom, shitted on them.
Damn, but I know I still think it's worse for you. Because isn't that like a red flag for you for like not? I mean, but you did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose.
Oh, who cares?
But so now if someone says, oh, such and such says you did it to him, I'm like, no, he's lying.
And you would do it again. Did you do it again?
No, I didn't do it again.
Damn.
I didn't do it again.
That was the last time you fucked?
I think we fucked one more time after, maybe a couple more times after that.
Then why'd you do all that?
Hell no.
Because it was just a message.
Hell no.
Was
the message sent there?
The message, I don't know what the message was.
Because you let it hit
again. Now
that
I think about it, I think the message was...
Nah, you felt some type of way, which is totally fine.
The message was you fuck anything. So now... Since you fuck anything,
fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, I don't really
fuck this shit.
It'll come to me. It'll come. I'll make sure I'll mention it if it comes to me.
All right. So we're gonna go to our chemistry class, and that's our relationship segment. Wolf is still over there judging.
You were sick.
And the topic is gonna be: do you think there's a right amount of time to date someone before making it official? So before we go there, are you single, in a relationship, situationship, dating?
I'm gonna say I'm in a situationship.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, but that's the thing. It's like I haven't found myself in a relationship in over 2 years now.
Okay.
But I like to meet women and date women. I don't like to, if I'm super single, like super single, maybe even slut Eddin, like I'm just talking to whoever I want. But I put a respect behind it too. I don't like talking to girls within a circle. So that's kind of whack. Even though I've definitely done that before, not a very proud moment.
I miss my whole phase. Right? Don't you miss it a little bit?
Have you not had multiple?
Yeah.
Like I've had
That's multiple. Why I said I want one more in my 30s. Like in the 20s is different.
A 30s whole phase is just like, it could be kind of trifling though. Cause like you could be fucking some shit up for some people. I don't know.
Ooh, that you can't be. And I say that off the strength of, because there's a lot of people out there dating intentionally who's trying to heal.
So that's
the
thing.
I fucked your life up.
But then you could be a rebound. That's kind of the cool part though, right? Because it's like then there's like some like long terms that break off, and then you the rebound. Do you mind being a rebound?
I have to know I'm a rebound. Like
they're not gonna tell you.
Yeah, they're not. But I'm big on dating with intentions right now, and
so you're not so you're not in the.
But I have. I'm like, here's where I am with life right now. I'm okay with dating with intentions and holding you to that standard. Okay. And I am celibate with people I'm dating with intentions. But I am just also having fun because I have sexual needs. And I know that the niggas that's over here that's not dating with intentions.
This motherfucker just horny. That's all it is.
Yeah, because horny. If I'm dating with intentions. You heard it
here first. If you do not date with intentions with him, he's going to shit on your dick.
No.
That's crazy. That's all I got for that.
No. I would not shit on your dick if you don't play with me. But it does feel like there's a difference. If I'm dating with intentions, I hold you on a different pedestal.
Yeah.
But if I know you just a fuck, there's no attachment there.
Do you communicate that as well, though? Like, do you let said person know, like, hey, like, I'm trying to make this like a thing or potentially a thing? Or do you not, or like, does your ego kind of come in and you're like, you don't even mention it?
I don't think I really mention it. I just feel like now dating in your 20s is so different now, because in your 20s, that's not something you really mention. But now I do have to be aware that I have to mention like, hey, this is what I want right now. And I'm slowly transitioning to that. I was just telling Wolf, I saw a meme called Delaware. And Delaware is being delusional but self-aware. So I am Delaware. And I am I am delusional for love.
That's hilarious.
But I am also self-aware that there's a lot of things that I need to fix about myself before I really need to start being intentional with someone else.
But there's also just the realm of like people in their 30s who also are just still fucking around, don't give a fuck, and like
yeah, and I don't want to be
some people so even just going back to your question, right? So how long does it take for dating someone to then eventually have the title?
Yeah, because that's important. The title is important.
It could really even be like 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say I disagree. I think it takes up to 1.5 to 2 years.
Why?
Sound like me now.
I think off the strength of I need to see you in different stages of your life. When you're happy, I need to see you when you're grieving, or if that comes along. I need to see you when you're stressed out, because I don't want to deal with somebody who doesn't know how to handle those emotions. And emotional intelligence is important for me now.
And you wouldn't want to see it within the relationship? Like you have to see it after. So technically you have this relationship with this person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't have the title.
Right.
So you're seeing that moments happen.
Right.
But you're with them. And then you're going to be mad if they were someone else.
Right.
Yeah. I just think that
you're not possessive.
A little bit.
You're not possessive.
Because I'm possessive. So like, if I like somebody, I'm with them. Like I gotta be, then I gotta give them that too. Like I gotta be like, all right, I
am, but being possessive has not been the best. Has not been working out for me lately. So it's just like once I see you, you my man. We together the next week.
I feel like I've seen you tweet something like that or write something like that somewhere.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. So now I had to change what wasn't working for me to actually getting to know a person, because the last person I was with, just to like, they weren't there. They weren't important into me. And I need to make sure, like, before I sign the papers, you are into me. So I do think it takes at least way more than 2 months. Now, I could meet you halfway and say 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
But 2 months, people are still in their best behavior the first 3 months.
Nah, well, I don't know.
Because are you on your best behavior on your first?
I'm what you're getting. I think I do think that there is an exceptional behavior the first few months.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a person that if I am with you, you see me often.
Right.
Or as often as possible. You know what I'm saying? So like they see all different realms of me. At least to what your extent is, which is like seeing when someone is stressed out, at their happiest, at their saddest, and etc. So 2 months is a short time. For sure. I just could see something happen like that. And I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
And I've seen them married at 1 year.
Khloe Kardashian got married after 30 days.
I don't when it comes to celebrities, I can't even compare. But that's the thing, is that so the titling is what I think scares everybody. That's because you can say my man, but now is that your boyfriend? When you go to a function, when you see your friends, when you put it on the group chat, because that's when it comes real. You put it in the group chat, oh, that's my girlfriend. It's in the
group chat the same day. I met the nigga the same days in the group chat.
So that's you. See, but that's the thing is like, do you because I've never done this. I usually tell my friends when I'm like interested in someone or something. Do you ever hide like a person you're interested in just because of like just to keep it to yourself kind of a thing?
No, I don't, because I have a symptom called delusion. And Delaware, and I just be so happy in the moment, wrapped up in the moment, to where it's like I don't know why I don't hold that to myself.
I put a guard up really fast.
Really?
When I like somebody, like actually the last situationship I was in, I felt like we both did that, and that kind of not ruined things, but it didn't.
So why was it a situationship and how come not a relationship?
Because we would definitely fuck. And we definitely knew we had the respect of each other of like, if we wanted to be on some bullshit and go fuck somebody, we could. But we would, wrap it up and like get tested, etc. So that's where it's a situationship, because it's like at the end of the day, we're still with other people.
Right.
So it didn't really matter. And we weren't exclusive nor public. Because I think being public is where it kind of is almost a fine line of the relationship and situationship. Am I openly trying to be in front of people with this person? I think that matters heavy. And it almost kind of goes like hand in hand with like, are you trying to pour into me as well? Like I want to publicly be out there. I'm showing everyone that this is a thing, whether if it's just like a picture or like even amongst people that I bring you around. Because I'm not a big like, if I post that I'm with somebody, it's very subtle, subliminal. I don't post faces. I don't like. One time I actually did when I was doing Rory and Mall. I posted an ex of mine. She was obviously a girlfriend at that time, but she's an ex now. But I posted her, and then they put her on Reddit, and like I just saw a slew of comments, and I was just like, I'm never doing this ever.
Right.
It's like I hate that. It's like your like privacy's out the window. But it's not even just that. I think it's also just like I don't know. Some people be hating, bro. People be hating, for sure. So I'm just like, I don't want to put on.
I'm heavy on not posting the person I'm talking to. Like if I do, I put an emoji over their face or something. But
I hate that.
Really?
I think that's the dumbest thing ever.
Why?
Because why the fuck you posting them?
Because don't you know there's somebody in the picture though?
But then who you posting that for to then put an emoji?
It's attention seeking.
I knew it. But it's not my thing, which I think attention seeking is not a bad thing. It'd be like that.
But sometimes I really want you. Look at Alex. He just posted the picture, right?
Alex, I saw that. I hated that too. I was like, bruh, why?
Because he's on a vacation. He wants to show his family, but he can't show his full family.
But he comes from the background as well, which is like, I get where it's like, once you post said person,
but also
the internet's gonna take it and then do some bullshit. But that's why I also get it. The attention-seeking ones is the where I'm like, why?
Well, also, it's not also attention-seeking because there's times where you also want to show where, hey, this is my person. But
when was the last time you did that?
I would probably say somebody I was talking to maybe a couple of months ago.
Someone you were talking to?
Yeah, but it was like talking to heavily, like not a situationship, but like messing around with like. And I would probably post like, oh, watching a movie in my close friends or something. But I won't post dumb. I won't post dumb. It's just like off the strength of now there are investigators like myself who will go through every single followers and see who that person is.
And that's why I don't like posting anybody.
But that's why I just covered their face. Because I want you to see I'm with somebody.
Nah, but people will find it.
Right.
Yeah.
People will find it. And like it won't even be just like going through the followers. It'll be going through not even just going through your followers, but going through the followers of one of your friends.
It's pretty easy. Yeah.
It is. It's super easy. It's scary as shit. Like it's kind of crazy, but like I get it. Again, I'll go back to saying I'll change my answer a little bit. I'm gonna just say 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months, I think it's cool because I get it. Because also, I mean, we're not getting any younger. So like I'm gonna say that if you want to be in a relationship with someone, make it happen because I feel like people want to take the opinion, not that you shouldn't watch and enjoy this show and all these clips, but people take too much of the opinion of the internet to then like really realize who they want to be with and how long should it take. So if you feel like it's right, do it. But I do think it makes sense to be conscious about what situational things do happen and how they handle it, and if you can coincide with it.
Yeah, I was just talking. I was at a baby shower yesterday, and we was all just talking. And what's going around the picture? Around the table. This is who I'm talking to. This is my man right now. And was it their man? No. But so then we showed them the good looking ones, and then we showed the ugly ones that's like now with DMs. That's like, like this one is so good and give great energy and gives me what I need.
I get that.
But they're not attractive enough. And it's just like I find like now I'm knowing that's my struggle.
That's like, I mean, when they do love at first sight, that's literally what it starts with. You see that person. You ain't know shit about them,
Yeah.
But it's like that's part of it. They got to be attractive. If I'm not physically attracted to you, or sexually satisfied, those are 2 big parts for me in a relationship.
So no,
we're not heading down the route of us being actually emotionally super invested. But I do think, yes, that's a big part of it. I don't think it's harsh. I don't think it's shallow. It's part of the whole relationship thing. It's part of.
Thank you for saying that, because
you gotta look at
what's wrong with me.
No. I do think some people do settle down. Like that does happen for sure.
Nope.
But do you feel like that you've kind of stopped yourself from being in a really good thing from someone who was
Of course.
ugly?
I am self-sabotaging. 1,000%.
I've definitely felt like I'm a self-saboteur. Is that a Virgo thing?
Most likely.
Fuck.
I think I'm self-sabotaging because I explained on the show many times and to friends that if I'm in missionary, I have to be able to look at you.
Exactly.
Like
you gotta enjoy the moans, you gotta enjoy the face, you gotta enjoy everything.
And I just have to be seeing you in the house and just be sexually attracted to you walking by. So I don't, and then I can't be my man in the group chat, my man, and then I bring my man to dinner.
Yeah.
And then everybody like, this nigga's ugly. Like it's just
how many people are in your group chat?
It's like a few of them. I have a lot of group chats. So in each group chat, it's probably like 4 or 5 people.
Damn, and 4 or 5 people is a lot.
Yeah, because it's
I only
like
have one chat that's like that. The max for most of my chats are 3. Yeah,
I have
4 or 5.
I have different. I have a podcast group chat. I have a vacation group chat. I have a homegirls.
The vacation group chat. I know that's a messy ass group chat.
It is.
Yeah,
and then it's like
that's the one where y'all be sharing everything.
Yeah, like
for sure.
But no, the homegirls group chat is actually more messy because it's my close friends from elementary school.
So that's when y'all be talking about mad shit about everybody.
About everybody strolling.
Who glowed up, who glowed down.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh my God. We call it the yearbook because we just talk about every single person.
Yeah.
And even then yesterday we was at the baby shower, we connected and we was just like, yeah, because did you see what this person was wearing? Da, da, da. So that's my favorite group chat.
All right, let me ask then. So the last time you were close to a relationship was when?
Well, I just came out of one.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Just came out of one. Maybe like a year and a half ago.
That's just came out of one?
Yeah, because I spent the block.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's the most normal shit ever.
But yeah, a year and a half ago when I was like in a relationship.
What was the threshold? Like what made you go into it? For real. That you could even come to a public show, your own show, and be like, all right, this was a relationship. His last relationship for me was 2 years ago.
What made me say this was a relationship was the fact that we was doing the relationship things as far as like traveling together. And that might not be a relationship to some people, but I consider it a relationship. We was traveling together. I met the parents. He met my parents. He was actually the first guy to meet my parents. Like my mom, my dad are 2 different characters. And I'm very protective on who I bring to my family because my family is judgmental. So he met my family, met my siblings. Now I have 21 siblings. Did he meet all 21? No, but he probably met like 8 of them. Just the chemistry. And I'm also learning that the chemistry was great, but not the compatibility. But it was just all the things that...
That's some wolfology.
That's definitely wolfology.
That's wolfology right there. The chemistry was there, but the compatibility.
It was just the things we were doing. It was the sacrifices I was making for him. It was just prioritizing what needed to get done for him. If he was lacking something, I was providing that. But I had to come to the realization that I was pouring more into them than he was pouring into me.
Also, Wolf, I want 5% if you ever use wolfology.
Nah,
Wolfology?
I just want to say, I think energy is a real thing, and I just think it's so funny that you noted that, because that really did come from a conversation of ours, very personal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's like, you almost was like, this, I feel like the DNA of Wolf. Right, just saying.
Oh, you have Wolf's DNA on you.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yo, pause.
No, I mean, okay, that makes sense, though. There's so many variables, and I don't want to bring it back to podcasting, but like a podcaster, there's just so many variables that have to coincide. But then there's also the commitment and the consistency. How long can someone? Okay, see, you know what I make sure not to do is that, especially at the start of anything when it comes to a relationship, I try not to overdo the thing that I know I cannot keep up.
That's my
as
problem.
time goes by, because I will make exceptional time for someone when I start trying to get with them and everything like that. And then I have shit to do. And I have things in a career that I'd like to keep going and stride forward with. So sometimes I can't always be as present as I'd like to be when I was at the start. So I try to make that so consistent and communicate like, hey, like I get busy. So like, I hope you know, like I'll make time for you as much as I can, or we'll find certain ways. But
I think that's a good takeaway, because I think I know I would over extend myself, and then also
You're a lover.
I'm a lover boy through and through, and I will lead with money. That used to be my biggest problem. Lead with money,
like gifting,
experience, because everything with me is an experience. Like, if I like the finer things in life, I want you to like the finer things in life. But not everybody deserves those moments. So if I'm taking the trip,
I understand that. I totally understand that.
If I'm taking a trip and I just want the companionship, I'm gonna take you with me. People may call it tricking, I call it my life. Like,
I think it's tricking if they're getting it out of you.
Yeah.
That's where I feel like there's the fine line of tricking. Like, you are kind of being a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Do you give money?
I have.
Oh boy, I can never.
But not. But in like increments. Like, I would have been like, oh, here's
increments.
Here's $60 for the day. Enjoy your lunch.
$60 is hilarious.
You know,
for lunch?
Yeah.
That's a generous lunch.
That's a generous ass lunch.
Or I would say, oh, I know you need a haircut. Boom. Just like that.
Paying for a haircut is a top to everybody. I don't care who the fuck it is. Man, woman, everybody. Paying for another person's cut is a top tier gift. A top tier gift. Because you know I'm going to look good. So I'm going to feel good for myself. You know I'm going to look good. So I'm going to look good for you. And anybody who's around me is going to know.
Anybody around me is crazy.
I got that cut. And I will gracefully be like, yeah, Shorty made this for me. Like, that is like a flex. So that I understand. Now, money, giving away money, I can't do it. I could never do that.
Yeah.
I can't give money away. Well, I'll do like when I've talked to women that are either out of state or something like that, I'll pay for nails. And nails ain't cheap.
Right.
Powder dips be like 100 plus. Right?
Yeah.
And then, or I've never paid for a haircut. Drinks, I'll buy a round of drinks for her, because you gotta buy her and her friends.
Yes, you do.
You know? And once I found out there's like 4 of them there, I'm like, fuck. Because drinks aren't cheap.
At all.
You know, they'll go to some shit and it'll be 22 a drink. I'm like, damn. So you gotta send the 100 for that, sure. Damn, never mind. So you see, I think that is technically me sending money.
We need to normalize also that you need to have a budget for dating. Like, when you're dating, it is very expensive, because you do have to keep up with your appearance. Your haircut, your clothes, your shoes are very important.
Do not forget about yourself when you get with somebody. That's like a big thing. I've seen that. I think that's like one of the easiest things to do, to forget about yourself, because you want to, and especially maybe even people like you and I who like we kind of fall into it
real quick.
Like you forget about yourself a little bit, and then next thing you know, you're like fucking everything else up for you.
And I said a year and a half is good to 2 years, but in reality, I would love to be in a relationship after 3 months, because as a hardworking Virgo man, I don't have much time on my hands.
Yeah.
So a little time that I do, I just want to cut to the chase. But to protect my feelings, I do think it takes time. Wolf, how long do you think it takes to
3 years.
That's when she leaves.
I've said before on the when it was horrible, I take up to a year.
Up to a year makes sense too, though.
Yeah, I think so. But a lot of people, think that's crazy. But I agree with Billy more in a lot of ways where it's like, damn, I kind of do want to take my time. But then Eddin pointed out some really important things that are also, you kind of just got to be real about. So you just want to be in a relationship. You just literally don't want to say you in a relationship. But you want to be in a relationship. Though.
I think when a man wants to be in a relationship, he gets in that relationship.
Yeah.
He gets in there.
For sure.
I could have, like, when I was in the situationship I was in before, I could have been in a relationship if I really want. I didn't want to be in a relationship. I was transparent that I didn't want to be in a relationship. And they also didn't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
So, when all that mended away, and when we ended everything like that, it was like a very, hey, I don't want to do this anymore.
You could tell me you don't want to be in a relationship, and I'd be like, you're just telling me that just to say it, and I won't believe it.
You can't do that.
That's more common than you think, though.
No, I get it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you're telling me that, but it's like, why are you spending all this time with me and doing the relationship type things if you want to be in a relationship? But I also understand now that people use people for companionship.
Did you? I'm going to give you a pre-warning. The last time you were in a relationship, did you break up with them or did they break up with you? Don't lie.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say I did it. There was times where they would end it with me, but the last one was me because I was at a time where I had just lost my job and I needed the phone bill to be paid, and I was told no, I can't do it, and it was just like, all right, fuck you. But I was already,
they could have paid the bill.
They could have, but they didn't want to
because they didn't want to what? Because they didn't.
I think they was just being stubborn and just like
why should I pay your bill?
Yeah, type shit.
And that was your man?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
And we was both on the. But when you're a spoiled person,
are you a spoiled person?
No, him.
Oh,
and you are into yourself, and you are not aware that everything else that there's other issues around you, and where I need you at that moment because I'm always there for you. It was just like, nah, I'm good off of you. But it was also things leading up to it that made the relationship.
Yeah, it's never just the
toxic.
one thing.
Yeah. So it was just like, all right, this is my final straw. Fuck you, because I had a moment of need. I needed you. You did not come through. Fuck you.
What is a good way to break up with Billy?
Ooh, a good way to break up with Billy is
I'm here. All right, I'm gonna break up with you. Ready?
All right.
We're gonna role play. All right, Billy. So I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of not feeling it anymore.
What you not feeling?
I just think things have been kind of rough on our end, and I know we've tried to fix it. Because in this scenario, I think that we've tried to fix it. I think we've tried to fix it, and I don't think it really makes sense, and I'm not very happy, and I kind of want to break up.
See, here's my thing. You can't. Oh, we role playing. I mean, I do understand.
Now you can give me your internal. You can give me your internal.
Nigga, you don't break up with me. I break up with you. The fuck? That's my main thing. You don't have the last say in saying that it's over. I ain't breaking up with you. Yeah. The fuck is wrong? I call the shots, and I said that before to him. I was like, no.
I call the shots. Is hilarious.
Yeah, you don't get to break up with me. No, I let you know I'm done, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
But
Oh wait. So was he trying to break up with you before?
Yeah, in the past, he'd be like, you're just too much to deal with. And I'm just like, okay.
I mean, they set up for that, so.
Yeah, and it's okay. But also, I dealt a lot with you because, fun fact, when we was arguing one day, he took my laptop and cracked over his leg and broke it. And
that would be immediate breakup grounds for me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Well, obviously, that's also my, oh yeah, I don't know. Was it good?
No.
Oh, so I don't understand you.
No.
This doesn't make sense. Was he very gorgeous?
Yes.
Was that enough?
At the time.
Or were you comfortable?
I was honestly comfortable. Okay. It was consistent companionship. And that's why I wanted.
Consistent companionship or consistent cock?
Nah, because I had consistent great cock. And I still get that even though they're in the relationship. But I had it first. What Ray J said? Yeah.
So damn, if I,
but I always say
I'm gonna knock away. I've never had a shorty break none of my stuff before. It'd be
then-
over. I'd be so quiet. If that happened, I saw that happen, I'd be like, all right, this is done. So and that's it. Like, there's no questions asked. I'm not gonna add on to it. I'm not gonna be more aggressive.
And it's the fact that you broke it and don't even have the money to replace it.
That's so even double worse. Because I'm gonna buy a brand new one and it's gonna be beautiful.
But I think from that moment, that's when the relationship actually was it? No, from that moment though, that's when the relationship started like
drilling down. And not to get too deep into it, like how much longer after that did y'all actually break up?
I'm gonna say
don't say 6 months.
No, it was longer.
Longer than what?
Longer.
Between the laptop
June
breaking and you all breaking up?
Terrible.
It was June 4th, 2022 when he broke my laptop.
Trouble. You motherfucker.
I do. That used to be my Instagram email. I love trouble at MySpace.
That's
Instagram.
sick.
I love trouble at MySpace.com.
That's sick.
You love trouble.
God. For sure.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You like mess. You like that bullshit. But that is interesting to me because
does he know me?
we're both Virgos.
Mm-hmm.
Both. Well, you're an August Virgo. Now this makes sense.
Circle.
This makes sense now because I have some friends of mine who are August Virgos that love mess too.
Yeah. You know what? Wolf knows I love mess. He sees how I do. I love it, but not too much. Don't involve me in it. But I feel like my life works better with chaos, unfortunately.
I could see that. Maybe you could find the peace in it.
Yeah.
I've been in I've been in a full bar, like mad loud noise during a Super Bowl. Mad loud noise, and I'll like stare at the TV and I'll feel so calm.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, whatever. But that's different comparatively to the mess hitting me directly. That's different. Yeah, you like that shit.
No, just a little bit. I'm healing though. But wait, but back to breakups. Yeah. I do not enjoy, but for me, I do believe that in a lot of communication and expressing how things work, how things should go in your relationship. Like, I do believe, like, hey, even try couples therapy if you think the person's worth it. But I'm able to take accountability. It's like, yeah, this shit's not working out. But let's say we had communication. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at it. Though. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And how you just broke up with me was so mature. But how did
which would probably piss you off more.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you break up the last one? Or
yeah.
Really?
And I feel like that. I don't think it pissed them off that because we talked about it.
How long were you together?
6, 7 months. Yeah.
Okay, that's an easy breakup.
You would think so, but we were cool though.
Okay.
Like, and we're cool now. Like, you know, it's like copacetic and whatever. But I definitely do kind of keep like a distance, just because it's just like I don't want to also like incite something. Like, I don't want to make it seem like we're gonna do something more or whatever. Because I feel like it's easy. It is easy to spin the block. And like I feel like that's not cool. Because then like I feel like we're fucking with each other's feelings and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to make that happen. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just easier to spin the block, mess with someone's feelings, and like, I don't like doing that.
So how was the conversation when you broke up? Like, paint the scene.
It was chill. Did we do it? If you watch this and whatever, I apologize. I think we did it. It was like, it was FaceTime. We did FaceTime. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't even in person. The last time I did a full-on breakup of a relationship I was in, it was definitely in person. And that shit sucks. But you as a man have to deal with that. Yeah. If you are breaking a girl's heart or whoever's heart, you got to deal with the fact that this person is not going to be happy. They're either going to be super angry or super sad, confused. They're going to try to fix it right there and there, even more so. And like, you have to honestly stick to your grounds. If you really feel that way, stick to your grounds and don't back down, or else you're like putting yourself in a weird deposition where you're like trying to do things more for them than you are for yourself. And at the end of the day, though, it is a merge of two people. Like, you're gonna be by yourself at the end of the day. Like, you're an individual. Yeah. Like, for that situationship, we just talked and I was just like, I don't want to really do this anymore. I had also a lot of other shit going on at the same time. So like that was another reason. But ultimately, I can't be like, oh, because of this can't really happen. It can't happen. Like, I'm not trying to do it.
I can see you being saying I love you first kind of person.
I can be, for sure. Like, it depends. But also, it's such a loose term to me that I don't think telling someone you love them is even a big deal anymore.
I've been saying it.
Shit, for real?
Yeah, I've been saying I say it just to say it at times.
I don't never say it.
There's such a passive, like, it's like even calling people bro. That's such a because that's not my brother.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
But that's the thing. It's a common thing, especially in this industry. People say they love you all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
They
always
call
that.
you their brother. They call you their bestie. They call
Yeah.
you their XYZ. So I can see those terms being still loosely used in a relationship even. Like
And
you could say,
my
"Oh,
ex told
love
me
you."
that. He was like, I just feel like you say it just to say it. And after months
And
of
that's
breakup,
what it is.
And you
People
did?
do that.
I did say it just to say it.
Why?
Because I felt like I had to.
Oh, but that's different. You felt like you had to?
You didn't have
Yeah. I just
What,
like
take
I
it to
had
another step?
love. I had love for you, but it was like I wasn't genuinely in love with you. But I said it, but why?
Well,
like
loving and
reflecting
being in
after
love
was just like,
It's two different things.
I feel like I've said this before. I think maybe just to my friends, but I don't think I've ever been in love.
and I think I said that recently. I don't think so either.
Because I feel like, well, at least to everybody's depiction of being in love,
Yeah.
No.
I get what you're saying.
I've been in lust.
Fair.
I've been in lust.
Have I been in lust?
Definitely been in love for sure.
Probably.
You
You've been in love for sure?
Have you ever said it first, Wolf?
Yeah. And I've been in love for sure.
Did you tell that
Yeah.
person you were in love?
You don't
With
gotta when you're in love, first of all, when you're in love, more than likely both of y'all are in it. And it's like a higher elevated state of mind where it's just you just know it. Everything is like it's like the healthy version where it's like obsession on the healthy side of the net, side of the court. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Can you give an example of a healthy obsession?
It's healthy, like it doesn't make you feel unbalanced, you know? Like everything just feels within reach. You're not like overextending for
Like
any.
you guys are in the same frequency kind of a thing?
That's what I'm saying. It's
Mhm.
literally like to be in love with somebody is the same frequency. It's like you're overpouring with love. It's like, damn, I love everything about you. You love everything about me. Like somehow we on the phone for 7-8 hours. You know what I mean? Like I would literally walk 50 miles just to see you. You know what I mean? Like just insane shit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in love.
Like you're with them through their strengths and weaknesses no matter what.
It's just
Yeah,
all good.
I think I fell in love with the idea of being with somebody, but also it was just mainly lust.
But that's what I think, especially nowadays, because our depiction of love is just so different. It's different
Yeah.
now.
For sure.
Love 20, 30 years ago didn't have everyone's availability on a social media platform.
Nope.
Like it's not the same type of love. Love in the 60s was someone around in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like now we get to the 90s and the 80s, now people are kind of going out more and there's more ways to kind of communicate. 2000s, more so. Now we're texting and shit like that in 2010s. We're on MySpace and then getting on Facebook now in 2020s. We're on IG, we're on TikTok, we're on dating apps a lot more now.
Yes.
Like it's a whole different thing.
It's so crazy. I was watching a show with my grandmother as I was getting ready to come here today on Netflix. I think it's called Late Daters or something. It's a show produced by Michelle Obama, but it's about people who's in their 60s going on first dates.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And I think it's so interesting because they were saying before people had to put energy in because there was no cell phone. So you had to put forth effort to get someone's attention. So now we got cell phones. We could talk to multiple people. We see things on social media where before they didn't have things to compare to people on social media. It was just genuine love. Grandma's gonna hate me for putting her business out there, but when she got married, she didn't get married for love. She got married because Muslims, my grandmother's Muslim. Walaikum salam. She don't believe, they don't believe in courting. So she got with this man. It was her husband because, again, there's no courting. We're in a relationship. Let's produce kids. He had 4 wives.
Damn.
But she wasn't happy, you know? And that part sucks. I had to ask her, like, did you really love him? And she was like, I guess. But in reality, my thing is, times are different now. And I would love to find love.
You want love or companionship?
Nah. I want love. I think love is bigger than companionship. Companionship is what?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Is it?
I mean, is it? Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Because you could have, what if you could be with your best friend forever?
Fair enough.
Okay.
And does that have to be your lover?
So what's a lover?
But it goes to both ways on. It's like the same questions that ask on the same side of the coin. It's like, is companionship okay without love? Is love okay without companionship? It's like, hopefully you can get the mecca of both.
I guess that's always the hope, right? Because you know what? I think we're in love I feel like we are in love with the idea of marrying your best friend.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't think it has to be. I don't think your lover has to be your best friend.
Right.
I think those could be two different things.
Do you think the person right now is like long term?
I don't know. That's hard for me to gauge.
How long was that?
Because it's like, I think that's as far as I put time into it. And I think this is where it's hurt me in the past. I'll think too far ahead and almost try to plan for too far ahead instead of living in the now. And questions like these are things I've definitely asked myself. And I think it's fucked me up before because I'll think too far. Like,
and that is, you said something just now. I would think so far ahead instead of living in the past because we together, I'm planning the wedding.
Yeah. That's not terrible.
We moved in the house together.
It's ambitious.
But I need to focus on what's happening right now.
You're thinking about the house before putting the first brick.
Exactly.
Or putting up the first wall, let's say.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's where you start building a terrible foundation. I think for a relationship especially, and this just coincides with it, like you have to build a foundation.
Yeah.
If you don't ask the questions that you need to ask, and I'm not talking about how many bodies you got,
right,
or who were you with before, or where have you traveled. I mean, even though asking that is a nice thing, but you got to start really asking questions of like, what do you want from this? How can we make this work? And then when you start seeing the issues and stuff, like being there for them, being there for yourself too, because you got to start learning how to be with this person no matter what place you're in.
Real quick, before we go to the next segment real quick, what are your triggers? Like dating somebody, what's something that triggers you?
Don't suffocate me is definitely one thing. I hate being suffocated, like in any sense. Especially because I love my alone time. That is a thing I definitely make sure that I tell people. I like my alone time. Like, any girl I've been with, I'll be like, hey, like, I love being alone. And when they love being alone too, that is like the best thing.
Perfect.
Because we will find a time together. But then the responsibility behind that is that as much as I like alone time, I need to plan the time of us being together.
Yeah.
It can't be only one side. So suffocating me is a sucky thing. I haven't dealt with that in a long time. So I'm grateful for that. But suffocating is terrible. So yeah, I think that's one big one.
That's so
Don't yell at me because you're not going to get what you want.
Yeah.
Which is probably you wanting me to yell back at you because naturally I feel like a lot of people want that. I'm going to be just like this and you're going to be way more upset because I will try to hear you and I'm going to take what you just said yelling at me and I'm going to tone it down and we're going to match this level and you're going to still be like fucking frustrated. And I will eat that. I'm going to eat that energy. And I'm going to enjoy it because that's how I am. When someone yells at me, I'm like, I get that. What about for you?
I asked that because I had to ask my ex that when we spin the block, and I was like, "Yo."
When you say spin the block, you mean y'all fucked again, or like you guys got back together?
Like fucked again. There's no getting back together. That's in my head. There's no way we're getting back together.
When it's done, it's done.
No, it's not happening. Off the strength of maybe there could have been a possibility, but you're not showing me anything that you've changed. You know, so it's not.
How long do you need it to take for them to change though? I'm
gonna give you 2 months. 2 months.
2 months?
To change, it takes time. It takes 21 days to break a habit.
2 months?
For you to change?
You saying that's too long or what?
That's too short.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it is.
To change?
I don't know if it is.
If you care about me, you'll change quickly.
Your personality?
You need 60 days to change?
That's a long time.
You saying that's... Wait,
that's a long time or short time?
I'm sorry. That's a short time. Excuse me.
How long do you think?
More than 2 months?
So how much then? So you want 90 days to change?
Change what? Maybe I think it has to be that situation.
It depends on what the thing is, I guess.
Because I feel like change. You think someone who ain't shit is gonna change in 2 months?
Then you're not for me.
You're not for me.
Then that's fair.
You're not
that's
for
totally
me.
different.
Yeah.
I had to ask him, like, yo, what's your triggers? Because I wasn't aware of my triggers. And when he told me, he said his triggers were like lies, little lies, or
What's little lies, Billy?
Well, I be lying for no reason sometimes.
Bruh, see?
But I be lying about dumb shit. Like, if you say where you...
toxic as hell. I should have known that.
Oh, my God. Why do people keep saying that?
I know. I knew that. You know, I kind of knew this during the live show, too. I was like, Billy gave me a time. He was like, tell me how this hoe... I was like, whoa. Like, every like 20 minutes. And I knew he was off the tequila, too. And he would just tell us, like, I was like, oh, God.
Oh, my God. So, I would tell, like, white lies. Like, let's say I'm supposed to meet you by 7 o'clock. I'm going to tell you, like, oh, my God.
Be late? That's kind of a trigger for me.
Being late?
Being late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
definitely.
Can I just say, mostly any and every woman I've been with will show up late. And guess what? And you know what I do? And then they hate this. I will put, if I say the reservation's at 7:30, it's not. It's for 8.
Of course.
Because I know you're gonna be late, and then you get mad at me for making it at 8 o'clock because I know you're gonna be late. I've definitely had women mad at me for that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be mad. You have a history of being late, and then
they don't care.
Yeah, no. My trigger is when you don't speak to me with respect. I come from a place where my family didn't speak with respect.
That's
my
fair.
mother used to like verbally abuse me growing up. So it's just like I don't want to live in those moments, especially when I communicated to this person and I was like, yo, when you make names, like one time he was like, you're a fucking asshole. And I was like, yeah, those names don't. It brings back trauma from when my mother used to talk to me. So I don't like when you do it.
Okay.
So when you still do it and then you tell me, well, man, the fuck up, it's just like, nah, that's a trigger because then I'm going to shut down. And I don't
now
ever.
they're enticing you at that point.
Yeah. I don't ever want to be at the point where I felt like I had to shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah. Another trigger is definitely a broke person. And I've been always the breadwinner in a lot of relationships. And I say that humbly.
He's so serious.
But yeah, like.
No, I know what you mean. It's just, I didn't.
Yeah, like you don't have no
I don't
money.
know why I didn't see that.
And I'm not asking you to spend money on me like that because I'm very independent. And I don't ever want somebody to say, oh, well, I did this for him and I got this for him. But just have a little bit more money in your pockets and be comfortable. I know we live in New York City. It's hard. Rent's expensive.
What do you define as broke?
You just always asking for something.
You go,
like,
oh, see, that's kind of, yeah. But maybe you kind of maybe you give an off trick more than you think then, because asking you for stuff often. See, like I have a friend of mine. I'm pretty sure he be talking about how girls always want money from dudes and blah blah. And I'm like, do they want money from you, or do they just know they can get it from you when they ask?
Because I gave you a different experience, so you probably assume I have the bread. And my thing is, I love the fact that I'm able to provide and be there when you need it. But when you make it a consistent thing, it's just like no, or just you blame me.
I blame you.
Do you trick?
No. No.
So when it's okay to give,
I've usually like I've usually gotten something out of it, but I'm not talking about like sexually. I'm talking about like in a sense of companionship.
Okay.
Or I'm doing it because I've had the questions before and I blow that off so fast because you're not asking for these things.
Right.
I'm giving you things because I want to give them to you. And because
that's what I'm doing.
I'm trying to make your life easier. But if you do it too often, you're conditioning someone. It's like a dog.
Yes.
A dog doesn't know better. A dog hears a bell and then starts reacting. A dog knows that if I stand in this place and I have a tree right here, the dog is going to come.
Right.
Right? And then when you're doing that, and then the next thing you know, you don't have the treat, the dogs will look at you and be like, what the fuck is going on?
That part.
So, and not to compare anybody who's been with a dog, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a conditioning. So you're conditioning them, whoever it is, to that I will do these things. Is it more of like the absence of something that you don't do anymore, or is it because they want new things?
I think it could be a mixture of both.
Okay.
It could be a mixture of both. Well, have you spent money on women before?
Of course, yeah.
Now, are you doing it because would you categorize it as tricking or
no?
Why? What would get money? What would it take for money to come out your pocket?
What would it take for money to come out of my pocket?
Like at what part do you start spending money on?
Does a dinner count? I don't think a dinner counts.
No, dinner don't count.
You mean like I'm cash apping you?
Yeah.
Just because that's not tricking though. Tricking is like a woman that you have no relations to whatsoever, and you don't necessarily feel confident in it. You're trying to like it's like paying for pussy. That's what tricking is. You paying for pussy essentially.
That is tricking for me.
Essentially, that's what it is. Like you paying for pussy.
But I wasn't paying for dick. I was just giving experience, and I just genuinely like.
I wasn't paying for dick. I was just giving experience.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, if you're not paying for it, like if you can get it off the muscle and the strength of who you are, if you're trying to like, if you're providing provision, it's just like, oh, like let me take care of you because it's love there. You know.
Yeah.
I think maybe tricking is like the absence of love. Maybe.
Okay.
Tricking is that's a wolfology.
Yeah.
Wolfology 101.
Tricking is the absence.
I don't even know what that means. It sounds good though.
So just to end that, then that means so. I should still want to define the broke part. What were they asking you for?
It's just maybe
like a MetroCard ride?
No.
An Uber? Food?
It's worse. Food, weed.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
I don't think they're broke. They just want to use your money, not theirs.
No, but I know they was broke because they didn't have a job. Like one of the guys I'm talking to who I really, really like.
One of them.
He has a great paying job. he travels a lot. So it's just like, there's a lot of things that I would love to do. And no, I don't want to provide on every trip. I would like you to pull your weight. Or maybe I pay for the hotel and you pay for the flight.
Yeah, I very much agree with something like that. Like, I like the idea. I mean, even though I do lean towards of making sure I could contribute for most of whatever it is. Girl, if there's like a $20 like thing we're gonna do,
yeah.
If you go and offer that $20, that's major points in my book. Just for the principle.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, cool, like, thank you for doing that. And if you don't do it, there's no negative points.
At all.
But there's huge positive points if you just contribute, even mildly. Yeah.
So before we get out of here, I need you to give the ladies a dating tip.
Give women the dating tip? I mean, I think paying the haircut is one.
Okay.
I think that's a good dating tip. But I feel like that's just more of...
Well, I got one.
Yeah, please.
So I was at the baby shower yesterday, and my friend asked me, somebody at the table was like, she don't know how to meet men. And I'm like, well, I think we're at the age where sometimes women has to approach men now. And she was like, but I'm scared. I'm like, sometimes you gotta just take a shot and approach a man.
What if they don't drink?
What's a tip for women to come approach a man?
Damn, I don't know. Because whenever I've had women approach me, I'll be easy. I'll be like, because like you approached me, so I like. I think just approach which is what you said. I think that just the genuine approach is just almost enough. Because men are easy as shit. We're easy as fuck.
Yeah,
like
my friend, she sends her number to the table, like old fashioned. Like if they at a bar or a restaurant, she'll send the guy the number or something. But she don't care. One of my friends, she don't care. She'll be like, I want him. I'm gonna go get him.
But don't be like too aggressive, because then we're gonna be like, oh, okay, whoa, because men love the battle, and I think women love the battle too. And I hate to say the word battle, but fuck it. I think when there's a little bit in the starting phase of like either it could be teasing, but it's a little bit of like, like we don't know what this is yet, and it's like who's interested in who, like. I think that's fun. I think having that little gimmick is fun. And you got to still kind of do that in a relationship too. It's like just
for sure.
Like keep the fire going. Yes. If there's I'm a big like if there's no fire, like it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. That was my little take on wolfology.
Yeah.
Okay, so what should a woman do? I mean, I don't know. Shit, if you were to buy me a drink, I think that I'd be like, cool, I appreciate that. Like that.
Yeah, I think that's a good approach.
Even just coming up to me and like just trying to get to know, or like I'm simple. Like, oh, like who are you? Or like, oh, like what's your name? I'm blah blah. Like things like that. When a woman comes up to me, I think that's a cool, genuine gesture. And then I've been telling a lot of my friends this, but for women who want to meet men, I feel like joining communities is like a really good way to meet men. I'm not talking about a bar. I'm not talking about just a run club. But that helps too. But like joining different communities like helps a lot, meeting different types of men or women, etc. And getting to know, people who have a similar interest with you too. Yeah. There could be a correlation. So.
I gave that advice yesterday to the girl. I definitely. Well, if you have a tip real quick.
A tip on what? For the ladies?
For the ladies.
Get off those dating apps. If you want to find a man, if you want to find a relationship, don't go on a dating app.
Yeah,
I think it's people are there to fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I could be very stubborn.
Yeah. No, that's valid.
People are there to fuck. No one's on a dating app to find a relationship. You're trying to fuck.
That's valid.
And if you're there, and God bless his soul that you're trying to find, because I've only heard like one instance, which I'm not gonna lie, this couple did just get engaged. But that one instance, comparatively to all these people that I know,
for sure,
like it's 1,000 to 1.
Yeah. For
like
sure.
Stop the dating app. Go outside. Go meet people.
Go outside.
Like you don't even go with your friends. Sometimes go make new friends. I think that's fine too, because if you go out with your friends too often, I feel like you don't give yourself. You're not like loosening the leash. You're just doing too tied up, being in the same community, same circles. You're not meeting anybody new, and you're gonna just get stuck. Like at least to me.
I like that.
Yeah, Wolf. What did you? What's your?
How should a woman approach a man?
How should a woman approach you, Wolf?
I think as a woman, I think sometimes it's like not wise for a man to assume if a girl like him, because sometimes like
fair. Yes.
It's just not safe, because sometimes a girl could just be like mad charismatic. It's like, oh, she like me, like, oh, she's like this with everybody.
Damn,
so.
but that shit hurts too.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for sure it does.
Charismatic woman is definitely a weakness for me.
I've made the mistake many times. So many times for real. So I would just say, repeat the question one more time.
Let's say you're at How should a woman approach a man
at a function?
At a function.
Yeah.
So I think that you should just make it very obvious that you're interested in him and do it in a way where he can't miss it, you know, because like he might try to like brush underneath the table. I brush a lot of shit under the table, like, oh, she don't really fuck with me. And somebody would be like, bro, she was giving you rhythm. I'm like, I can't really tell. She was doing the same thing.
Trust me, I know.
Can't really tell. I be missing.
I like the humble approach, though. I think that's how when it comes to women, that's my go-to. I rather the humble approach of feeling like maybe I don't know if she's really interested, and
right.
I'll figure it out when it's more clear to me. I'll pursue it.
But you got to be careful
Uh-oh.
because I done missed out on some great opportunities. It's like, fuck, bro.
Like they got in a relationship?
No, like somebody threw a signal at me, and I really wish I would have picked it up till this fucking day.
Can I know what the signal was?
Bro,
You said clear as day.
It was clear as day.
Yeah.
Tell us so then other people
clear as
Shorty was like, she was. This is the thing though. It's so funny because women's so smooth. She was too smooth. You know what I mean? She was asking everybody like, "Oh, what y'all doing after this?" It was already late. She's like, "Oh, we going here. And she was like, and she asked me last. She was like, "And Wolf, where are you going tonight?" I was like, "I'm going home." And I didn't understand that what she was, bro. But how was I supposed to know that though? Too
I don't think I would have caught that.
But how she was throwing it?
Listen,
that's throwing it.
Nah, she was throwing it all at the table.
I didn't.
Were you there?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't catch it. But hindsight 2020, Shorty was ovulating, nigga.
Hey, yo, my man, why you ain't telling them?
I did tell him.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
At the moment, no.
It wasn't no moment. It wasn't no nothing. None of that.
At the moment, I didn't tell him.
You caught Billy.
Because I'm like, he can't be too blind.
She was giving me rhythm, but I ain't know she wanted me to crack her, though, like a glow stick. I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Glow stick is
I didn't know she wanted that. Like, she was like,
Texas
nigga,
thing.
she was like, hey, yo, like, essentially, she was like, take me home and disrespect.
Maybe
That's
because
what she was
I knew, let me shut. But I just knew
I'm like,
the back.
did I say too much?
Yeah, like I knew. I know the backstory.
The most I know is that Billy was there, but I can't catch anything that was.
What I'm saying is
too obvious.
She was just saying stuff for like, yeah, because I don't got nobody at my house. I'm all by myself. And then,
like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't think? But at that point, knowing who Wolf is, did she know who Wolf was a little bit more so before?
You know what it is? She didn't know that he was attracted to her, and she didn't know. Wait, vice versa. They didn't know they was attracted to each other. So when I kind of broke the ice, it was just like, okay. Yeah. So once I broke the ice to her, I was like, oh, no, he think you're attractive. She was coming in here throwing it. You feel me?
She was cold than a motherfucker.
And, but then
she got pregnant.
Oh my God! Tell my friend's business.
I was like, I missed out the chance of a lifetime.
You did.
That is.
This was perfect, bro. I'm telling you, like, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
So you know what? But you know what? No, you know what? And I don't mean to throw that just to put your stuff out. But then I think you were also trying to be a good friend, maybe subconsciously.
It's hard to be both friends of both parties. Because it's just like, you don't want to make it hot. But it's like, whoa, she's throwing it at you. But everybody at the table saw it.
Everybody is.
Everybody but him.
Okay, and then everybody knew she had a man?
Why we gotta talk about the man?
Because that's the point. That's the part of it. Because it's like, maybe it's like
I knew she had a nigga though. So then I was just kind of like, I don't know if that's really what I think it might be.
Yeah.
Whole time, that's exactly what the fuck it was.
I don't know. I can't give you a flag on the plate for not saying anything.
The advice, make it clear. Because men are not.
But that's not fun.
Well, no, I'm just saying, no, you got to make it clear. Listen, I'm one of the smoothest people that I know, which is kind of oxymoron to say, you know what I mean? But like, if I'm not catching it, a lot of niggas not catching shit that y'all too smooth. You need to be a little bit less smooth. Be a little bit more like obvious. And
but it's a gamble because, I guess that's true.
Be a little more obvious. You know what I mean? You too smooth. I remember one time I was in college and I was talking to this girl, and this other girl, like, we was sitting at like a Subway, sitting by like where you get the sodas and shit like that, right? And there's like mad like straws and all type of shit in between us and to the side of us. Anyway, just setting the table so you can visually understand where I'm going.
I love it.
This girl came in between us, me and the girl we was talking, she like split between us and grabbed something that she could have grabbed to the side. And then she left. And then she was like, I hate bitches. I'm like, what you
Yo, but women really be doing shit like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll never catch that.
It didn't mean shit. I'm like, what are you talking? I thought she was bugging. But then I started to understand this is how women move. She was like, yeah, you're gonna see me regardless. I know you in front of a bitch, but you about to see me.
Okay.
That was intentional. Position. Women are the masters at positioning. They're never gonna like overtly like, oh, this is what I want, but it's like I'm gonna put myself in harm's way, you know, in ways
run
so
plays.
you can run plays. They run the fucking play. Football.
I've definitely had there was one time where I was with somebody and a girl. I never talked to that girl, but I always wondered if that girl ever liked me or whatever. Someone different. One day was like, oh, like your girlfriend's like they all saw each other, and she was like, oh, your girlfriend's really cute, and really nice. Like she just randomly texted that. I'm like, all right, cool.
That's so
I was like, oh, that's so nice. I was like, oh, babe. I got mad. Tight. Yeah, super tight. About showing and her. I didn't understand. I mean, I just thought it was a cute message. Like, she was being friendly.
Nah.
And then she was like, yeah, nah, that's not it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Block her. I thought she was going to tell me that. And she didn't. I mean, we got over it. But that moment, I was like, damn, I fucked up. And then I realized it was because Shorty definitely said that to just plant that idea and be like, yo, that was a big like fuck you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, damn.
For sure.
It gets crazy, bro. It gets crazy.
Well, thank you, Eddin, for coming by. I would love to have you and Wolf around the round table one day.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
Let's do it soon. Let's do it.
Let the people know where they can find you, your socials, the shows, everything.
Everything is at Thank You Eddin. Hit me up for DJing, filming stuff, and producing stuff. Let me know. I do have a party on January 18th. It's all caps. Do you like Capricorns? Say yes.
Yes.
Cool. So it's all caps because it's a Capricorn-based party because one of my best friends, her name is Lorena. She's a Capricorn. So we're doing the Freaknik edition. Hey. So it's just, and we're even doing like a twerk contest, $100 twerk contest, sponsored by Lucky Slushy.
Where's that?
It's gonna be in the Bronx. So I'm gonna need you to come on. I need you to come through.
Will you, Eddin?
Come on.
I would definitely pull up.
You could join in this twerk contest.
I would.
$100 prize.
I'm gay, but I'm not gay.
It don't matter.
I will pop out just for you, Eddin. And
it's gonna be a good time.
I think y'all should pop out too this weekend,
Bruh.
January 18th.
Yes, it's gonna be a good time.
I'll leave the information description. Wolf, I know you don't pop out, but you gonna pop out?
I'm trying to pop out more. I need to stop.
Yeah, we're gonna pop out, and I'm gonna put it in the group chat today. Which group chat is gonna be all three of us?
Oh my god,
let's do it. Let's make it.
Hey, it's a cash prize.
Yep. And Eddin's music, you're guaranteed to dance. So,
yeah, check me out, please. YouTube, SoundCloud, everything. All Thank You Eddin, and then see me here on Billy's Pod. Come on.
Later, y'all. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, come on.